a lot of people might be tuning in for the first time, and this podcast is going to be built a little bit differently. We're not going to necessarily focus on tips and tactics all the time in the area of suburban bow hunting, but what we do focus on is our love for the outdoors, our love for the Lord, our love for our families, and just our stories. And my man Taylor Philpot today has an amazing story he wants to share. So, brother, how's it going?
Dude, it's going good. Thanks for having me.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. You know, there's a lot of meetings and a lot of appointments that you have with people. And you know, sometimes they go well, sometimes they don't. But I got to tell you, brother, I felt just a deep connection with you, man. You know, beyond the outdoors. I mean, of course, we both love hunting, and you know, that's how we initially connected. But just getting to talk to you, and you know, you could I felt like there was more to it. And as you started to open up to me a little bit about some of your story, you know, it blew me away. And I really, really feel like there's people out there that need to hear, you know, some of the things that you've experienced in your life. There's somebody listening right now that needs to hear your story. You know, that somebody has walked through some of the same things and they're feeling hopeless and they're wanting to give up.
I kept feeling like God was telling me that we needed to connect. It was like, not just like, oh, this is another cool guy that hunts, and then you killed, you know, high hopes, and you went in this whole celebrity, you know, like status all of a sudden, especially in the state of Alabama. And
you mean that high fence deer I killed?
Yeah, that right. High fence. Oh no, you had it tied in your backyard.
Yeah, pinned up deer.
To the tree. But it was like I was almost reluctant to reach out because I didn't want to be another guy that's just like reaching out to try to figure out where your hunting spots are. You know, well, let's put it this way: there's a lot of people out there, I think, in our lives that they see the perfect. They see the social media version of us.
Sure.
And they think life's just great for those guys. They hunt all the time. You know, they got this going for them in their business world. You know, they got great marriages, great parenting. Everything's just picture perfect in their lives. And I think today we're going to probably bust that myth and get a little bit raw in this podcast. And I'm more than willing to share some pretty intimate details of my testimony and my past, in hopes, knowing that somebody's listening that needs to have hope in their life, but it's totally not perfect. And I'm thankful for the grace of the Lord in my life and the difference that He's made in my life. And it's just one of those things that once you experience a relationship with the Lord for the first time, your life never looks the same after that. It doesn't mean you're perfect, because I still get angry, I still get upset, I still sin, I'm still human flesh that isn't perfect. But I think there's a whole different level of my life that I'm experiencing now, and I'm hope for somebody, you know, that's listening to this today, that after I share and we talk more, that you know, it'll change their life too. And I hit the wall, and I remember looking at the wall just completely heartbroken, and thinking like, man, I've become the monster that I never wanted to be. And I just remember thinking like that was the night that I was going to take my life, because no matter how much I tried to be good, I couldn't be. And it was so difficult for me. So I grabbed a pistol out of my drawer. I went into the living room, and I decided that that was going to be it. And in that moment, so I've completely rejected that God even exists at this point in my life, and because all I've known is religion.
Sure.
And I had hints of a relationship, but no one had ever explained a relationship with the Lord to me.